Right. We are live. This is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and sometimes Friday. We have a special show tonight. My name is David, aka Kimba, aka Christian. Bingy Soup is on special assignment. Check out all recorded live shows on our YouTube channel. It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Also tune in on our 24-hour internet radio station, streaming live from the VI.com radio. Check it out on TuneIn. You can also go to our website, streaming live from the VI.com. If you want to link up with us, hit us up at VI Perspective on Twitter. As we roll out here, we do have some special guests in the studio. We have the team players, team members of a new organization, a group, a movement called Flip the Script VI. Rebel Jen, Ainika is there, Cece, Sanchez, and Chris. Welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. We are streaming out live everywhere. Wave to the crowd.
Thank you for having us.
This is a bunch tonight. These guys should be excited. Rebel Jen, tell us about Flip the Script VI. What's the mission? What it's all about?
We're dedicated to the people here in the Virgin Islands, standing up for some of the issues that have been taking place for a while. It first started with an event at the Lagoon where we had kind of like a candlelit vigil of sorts. After the George Floyd incident, we wanted to recognize what was going on and stand in solidarity with everybody else. And
Yeah, we called there too.
also recognize all of the lives that have been lost here and all of the injustices that have been going on. So that's where it kind of began, and it rolled into the WAPA protest, and now we've got something else going on for this weekend. So I guess I'll pass the torch over to Chris to talk about his project that he's started for this thing.
Whoa. So let's talk a little bit about Flip the Script VI. Table and we'll play with words. Tell us how this Flip the Script VI, how did that come about?
Well, flip the script, the phrase, it's like to change the story around, right? Like do something revolutionary. And that's basically what that's all about.
And then when you
Changing the narrative on things.
is referring to, I guess, any injustices that are happening, any too much of this and less of that, and you guys sort of focus your energy and I guess get the troops riled up.
I gotta say that Black Lives Matter was a catalyst for it, racial injustices, systematic racism, and all the injustices that roll out from that stem out from that,
Okay. How long has it been? How long has it been around? So I'm assuming it's fairly new since you did your first event on just maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're talking like a month and a week or something, month and a half at the most.
Okay. Nika, I know you were involved a little bit more with the WAPA.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that. You were down there. I think I saw some Facebook Live from someone's cell phone, and you were making a lot of noise, and so tell us about that.
That's typically when I made my entry into Flip the Script. I went down to support. I saw something being done. I had made a post on my page that I think Cece saw and made a response to, and pretty much what I said after WAPA made their response to Mr. Krigel's, indecent comments.
Okay.
I pretty much just said, if we're not gonna do anything now, we're never gonna do anything. And Cece commented, and she's like, look, let's do something tomorrow. And she had a flyer already that she had put together and everything, just saying, tomorrow by WAPA. And I was like, you know what? I got a couple things to do, but I need this fixed. So just, called up some friends and stuff and whatever, and just went down. And in seeing how it was going, Cece was upset. She wasn't getting the response that she had expected. She expected the people that are really in her corner and everything to come out. She was getting a lot of excuses, and, granted, everybody has a lot of things going on, and then, everybody had a reason, but it was like, we all have the same issue, why can't we get the understanding across? And then sometimes, you know, in the passion of things, you don't always have the words to express what you're feeling. And I could just feel everybody's energy. Cece was like on 1,000. She was like, I can't believe people really just this complacent. And I understood that without even us having an exchange of words. I just felt like, you know what? I feel it. And I have something to say. I never usually have anything to say. I'm the person that's on the side, like, yeah, go team. But in that specific moment, it was more like, no, I need y'all to get up and feel something.
Yeah.
So I just spoke my truth. And I wasn't sure if it was the same truth for everybody, but I know this is what I've been dealing with, because even up to now in your Facebook memories, 10 years, 7 years, 6 years, 12 years, you go back and you see complaints and posts that you put up about WAPA and how the situation is. And I just felt like enough is enough. I'm tired. I don't want this to continue.
Well,
And since when have we been a people to just accept things for as they are, especially something like this? So, you know, I had a few things to say. I didn't expect it to turn out the way that it did, but it did, and people had a good response to it. So from that, Cece welcomed me onto the team. So that's, you know,
okay.
the rest is history.
Cece, welcome to the show. Let me ask you a question. So you guys were down there, and I guess you guys were just were protesting about the rates. Because I think around that time too, there was that one gentleman that made those comments. And
Yeah, that's
was
what started it. That was
That's
kind of like a catalyst to the movement.
Okay.
I've been wanting to I was looking for a reason to start a protest against WAPA, and this just happened to connect with our previous event, and I was like, let's run with it. And after being out there the first day, and we started up bringing up all the other issues, we're like, wait, it doesn't just end here. Like, there's other things we need to be talking about. So we just continued. And if it was for me, I wish I could be out there every day, because, you know, we were heard, and things are being done. So
I was just going to ask you. So, what was the end result positive? For you guys,
for the most part,
for you guys being out there, was the end result positive?
I feel like we did get a message across. We were seen, we were heard, but I don't think that the work is done. We have a lot more to come. There's a lot more that hasn't been addressed, and I feel like they think it's a joke. So we don't want them to think it's a joke. We want them to know this is serious. The momentum will be there. The consistency is going to be there. And we've been researching, and we're going to come with facts. So it's not a joke. It's not a joke.
Okay. And
it's not for likes on Facebook. This is a real thing. This is real issues. You know, I much prefer the presence physically than on Facebook any day, but it does help. So I am really grateful for like all the platforms that have been inviting us, including yourselves. So, you know.
You're quite welcome. It's important, because we know WAPA is very expensive compared to other places. And you know, it would just be great if they would just drop it down to 18 cents, you know.
Right.
Losing the chair.
I'm saying. That's the goal. So
Chris, let me ask you a couple questions, man. So were you out there that day protesting as well?
Yes, I was out there every day. The team was out there.
Okay, so what was your take?
So honestly, with the WAPA protest, I was more so, hey, like
he was the instigator.
I was the instigator. That's my role. I was the one that pushed that fuel to the fire. So, it actually happened. We was in the studio. Me and Cece was on Project 321, the radio show through Vivid Stream that we're on, and I seen the message of Craigo and his remarks, and I would know Cece, having conversations with Cece. I knew she'd been waiting and dying and wanting to like get out there at WAPA. So when I seen that, I said, I texted Cece, it's the time. Make the flyer. Let's do it. And that, I mean, so said, so done. She made the flyer. We put it out there, and we did what we had to do. I was in full support. I was the instigator. I was the one to round it up. You know, I'll throw my 2 cents here and there, but honestly, for real, the voices for the WAPA was actually Nika and Cece. I definitely have to give it to them. They were the faces behind that WAPA protest. They were the ones that, even when, because my voice was gone. After the second day, my voice was shot. Like, I tried to get on the blowhorn, and I could barely scream. Like, and I was on a blowhorn. So, you know, my voice was shot. But we're fighting for change. We are the millennials. We are the future. So we want to make sure that when we're get older into our elder stage, that we're at a point where we're comfortable, and that the ones behind us is following in the footsteps to make their life a little easier.
The ones that following, let's get 18 cents.
Yes, with their 18
Yes.
cents. 18.
I got you, man. I got you. And so, you guys got a big event coming up here. It's called Flip the Script Presents Graduation Motorcade. So
Correct.
let's talk about that, because that's happening this Sunday. So let's give the people all the facts, all the info they need, so that the graduating class of 2020. I guess this is all schools here, private, public, and Catholic and non-Catholic. I would assume. So if you graduated this year, just last month, I guess we're in July. I guess in June, you should be out here at this motorcade. So give us the details on it.
Sure. So I guess that's gonna be me. So once again, I was a little instigator. So
He's good at that. He's really
yeah,
good.
I instigated
Team of
the
rebels.
situation once again. No, what happened was I have really good connections with the high school seniors and different things, because I am in the pageant world. So I've heard, seeing that they didn't have prom this year because of COVID-19, and then seeing that they had a virtual graduation, and then seeing that they weren't happy with their virtual graduation at all. They were disappointed, that they felt like they weren't being heard, and it was just something just to shut them up in a way. Honestly, and this is the responses from the students that I'm getting. So it's not even in my opinion. This is actual words from the students.
Okay.
So it was more so like they really felt they weren't getting heard, and then a flyer was out that they were going to do this grand motorcade, and 2 days before the motorcade happened, it got canceled due to public authorities and non-permits being approved and stuff like that. So after the WAPA protest, I was like, okay, what can I do? Because I know this is something I wanted to do for the class of 2020. Because I know in my high school experience, as I said before, I went to 3-4 proms in my senior year. I did my graduation, and I loved the fact that my mother was yelling and screaming, and everybody got quiet when they yelled my name. When they say my name for my diploma, I heard, "I love you, baby." Like, that's a memory that will always, it's an embarrassing moment, but it's a memory that will always stick with you, stick with me forever. What was that?
3 seconds of fame.
Yeah, my little 3 seconds of fame. So, it's a memory that always stuck with me, and I feel like the class of 2020 needs to have that memory. They weren't happy with the virtual graduation. So, I seen the newsletter that a student named Jamila had wrote to the consortium regarding addressing the governor, so that they can have a proper motorcade and a proper a graduation ceremony. And so said, so done. She hasn't heard a word and it's been about 3 weeks since that post was out on the consortium. She hasn't heard a word from the governor. She hasn't heard a word from the education department. She didn't hear a word from anybody. So I talked to CC and I said, CC, I think this is something that we need to do. We brought it up to the team, and everybody agreed with it. And we had a meeting with the young lady and her mother, and they were excited. They were super excited. They reached out to the student body president and vice presidents from Central and Complex, and they were all on board. So they're super, super, super stoked. They can't wait. They're really excited. So the protest is actually happening this Sunday, July 19th, 2020. Lineup starts at 10 a.m. sharp at Conagaeta Ballpark. So when you get to Conagaeta Ballpark, we're gonna give you time to decorate your cards. We want you to go all out, put your pictures, streamers, bring your blow horns.
That's right.
you know, conch
Coming
shells
to
and
make
like
some
wapa. You
noise.
know, we want to make that noise. We also, yes, coming to make some noise, but also make sure that they know that this is a protest. This is a protest for the class of 2020 because they feel like their voices wasn't heard. So the lineup starts at 10 o'clock.
Right.
You get to set everything up, set your car up, and then we're looking to probably head out. I'm not gonna give the exact time because we don't want to get no problems with anybody. But we're looking to head out between some time frame. But you know, lineup is at 10 o'clock. It is not cruising time because I'm gonna tell you now. Once we leave, we leave,
Gotta be
and
ready to go.
you would jump
We gotta
in
go
where you can. We gotta go.
up
We
the
gotta make
road,
this
up
happen.
the road.
So yeah, so we're going from east to west, starting from Canagata. We already have the route set out, so we will release that route on that day so that we don't have any problems. And then when we get to the final spot, we're doing a little celebration, a little mini celebration, just to honor those class of 2020 and actually make them feel like they, even though they're not walking, but they drove through to get their diploma. So yeah, that's a little mix just of all that.
A quick question, so are they allowed to join in from, as you guys are going the motorcade route?
Yes,
Yeah,
so
you
we're
can join in
encouraging
and put
Okay.
on your blinkers and join the party. Let's go.
Okay.
join in, and then we're also encouraging those that may not have reliable transportation or those that don't want to do the whole route but still want to support, line up during the parade route, line up on the parade route so that the same feeling we give at a parade, we can give that same energy to
As
the
you guys
students.
pass down.
Yeah, so as they pass
Also-
by, line up, and then remember, I think Nika's gonna hit this COVID-19 mark, but go ahead. I think
Right.
that's what you're gonna go with.
Because of COVID-19, we just want to put it out there. That's why we're making sure it's in motorcade form. So we're definitely following safety protocols. We don't want to add to any numbers or anything of that nature. We want to make sure that our voices are being heard without putting people's lives at risk. Also, for the people that are going to be online, we're encouraging them to post the pictures of their graduates and root for them and put those posts on your page and flip the script. They deserve it. And, you know, just really get that message out. So we'll have a presence physically as well as online to make sure that these graduates get the attention that they deserve for all the hard work. And because this isn't just a 1 year thing that they put towards 12th grade. This is something that they've been working towards through trials and tribulations, through storms, through hard times, through even this pandemic. They missed their fourth marking period and they still managed to do what they were supposed to do. They've been dedicated and they deserve it. All of us got ours, so why not them? And what message are we giving to the youth if we don't fight for them now? Why do we expect them to take care of us when we're old and we're gray and we need them? They're gonna say, well, they didn't care about us. So we really need to be cognizant of those emotions that are, you know, within these young people. And now at a time too, they don't have any means of expressing themselves. They don't have anywhere to go. They don't have anything to do. So you strip away something that they worked hard for. Why would they work hard for anything else? Why would they even put anything back into the community? So it's important that we show them that they are a vital parts of the community and we are here to stand up for them and we're always going to have their best interest at heart. So I think that's what this entire protest is about, to drive that message home and to show them that they matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cece, I think you wanted to jump in here and say a couple things real quick.
Pardon me?
I think, didn't you want to jump in there? I saw you kind of trying to get in the conversation there.
Yeah. No, I was just going to agree with Nika, and I wanted to add that, you know, we are that example that we need to see of how to fight for justice. Growing up, we didn't really see much rebellion. You know, our parents were very, you know, much follow the rules, at least in my generation of parents. So I feel like now this is good for us to show people flipping the script, showing that energy so that they have something to look forward to and something that can give you answers aside from just relying on the same old things that we've done before. Your voices can be heard. We can set demonstrations. We can do it in a peaceful way. And yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Okay. All right, so Flip VI presents Graduation Motorcade in celebration of the St. Croix Senior Class of 2020 protest. And so everybody should line up at Canagator Ballpark, which is east.
Yes.
Right.
And this is not cruising time, so you got to be
no.
in time.
This is military time.
July 19th, 2020. Say again, Nika?
15 minutes prior.
This is not cruising time. This is on time at 10 a.m.
And we
Right.
encourage everyone to follow us all the way to the end because, like Chris said, we're going to have a little something to hand them at the end of that whole route. So
Okay.
don't drop out too early.
So just a sort of a mini simulated walk across the stage kind of thing.
Yeah.
something,
But
something
you
like
drive
that.
in through. Is that
But
drive
you're driving through.
Okay.
Yeah,
then-
keep your mask
Drive-in
on.
graduation.
Okay.
Also want, and then we
Like a
also got
drive-in.
we also got requests from the students to try to make it as not as early as possible, but earlier because I believe afterwards they want to have some time. You know, beach is closed at 4 o'clock now,
Beach
so
time.
I think they want to have some time to more than like 45 minutes to enjoy the beach. Yeah. So
They wanted to start earlier than 10 o'clock?
well, because originally the original time we was gonna start was 12 o'clock, but then I got a request asking if they could start early, and I was shocked. I was like, I want to start early because there was reasons behind we were doing it on Sundays. One, we wanted to be respectful of those families and those students who are 7-day Adventists. So we
Yes.
didn't want to hold it on Saturday, and then we also wanted to be respectful of all the other religions and spirituality that goes on Sundays in the morning. So that's why we did a midday. But then I got a text like, hey, why is it 12 o'clock? Why is it not early? And I was like, y'all really want to do this early? Y'all high school students, like, really? I would think they want it later.
They're
But when I
ready.
put
They're
in,
ready.
when I put in, they're ready. They're really ready. And when I put in perspective, they want to
Excited.
have that enjoyment, that little celebration after
Well,
the whole motorcade and
And the
stuff.
beach
So
closing at 4 o'clock, right?
yeah, the
Yes.
beach closed at 4.
Right,
So by
exactly.
the time everything's done, they want to have a good amount of time.
You can't be walking out of the water at 4 p.m. is what I understand. So I guess you got to start packing up around 3:30. So that
Right.
Yeah.
you're at 4
So
p.m.
the earlier we're able to start, the sooner we can make that happen for them, you know. And it's important because when they mess up, when the youths mess up, we don't miss a beat in telling them that they messed up. So when they do good, we need to have that same energy and make sure that they know that, hey, we're proud of you and keep pushing and keep striving for the stars despite pandemics and storms and all the things that, you know, transgressions that come against you. So
Okay.
we got y'all back. Flip the
All
script.
right.
Focus on
Come in,
something
y'all.
positive.
Exactly.
All right, so these are the members of Flip the Script VI. Once again, they presents a graduation parade in celebration of the class, the senior class on St. Croix of 2020 protest. Line up at 10 a.m. at Cannegator Ballpark. This Sunday, be on time. This is on time and not cruising time. Reverend Jen, give us your final words on this whole concept. You know, a lot of people are using the word young people's protest. I'm a little older than you guys, so I think, you know, you guys bring the energy. I got a little energy too, but you guys bring more energy to these type of events. And it's helpful. It's helpful, you know, especially if you guys can change course or flip the script, as Jim calls it, on matters, issues, you know, whatever it may be. So I'm with it. I'm for it. Rebel Jen, any final words?
I just say I need to encourage these, you know, I'm grateful for these team members that pulled it all together. I really didn't foresee, I guess, where it was gonna roll into, and now it's like the picture was much bigger than I had anticipated, and I'm really excited and really grateful for everybody that's come together. And all I can really say is like I'm feeling kind of like I'm a little older than they are, and so all I can do is pass on that encouragement to push them to do what they're doing and keep doing it, you know, like it's the
Okay.
only way we're gonna bring about any kind of change.
Thank
Okay.
Thank you, Jen.
Yes,
Well
thank
said.
you.
I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. Much success on Sunday. I'm going to do my thing overnight with the video and all that, and hope all the graduates show up and ready to roll and be excited and have fun. And you know, at least it's not the ultimate memory of graduating high school here, but at least it's something.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and, you know,
I definitely feel they're gonna remember this.
Look forward to a life. And don't get stuck on not having a full-fledged graduation.
Right.
Exactly.
But at least if we could give them a Sunday fun day, that's the least that they deserve more than that, you know? Like,
Mhm.
if we can make one Sunday a fun day for them, then we did what we set out to do.
Okay, perfect, man. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me on the It's Your Perspective Talk Show every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even some Fridays.
Right.
8 p.m. until. Check us out on streaming live from the VI.com radio. We got the best music, especially the best local VI music, the most VI music every hour. All right, guys? Thank you so much
All
for
right. Thank you for
having
having us. Appreciate it.
See you guys later. We're out.
Bye bye.